So we're going to jump into the Cerebras IPO. The AI hardware race goes public.
Yeah, man. So just for my folks that may not be familiar with Cerebras, what they do, they recently had an IPO. Again, stands for initial public offering. It was one of the largest ever tech IPOs ever, and they are like a kind of like a direct competitor than to Nvidia, which is like a pretty tall task considering they're the largest company in the world by like a pretty decent margin. Yeah, so they closed their first day trading on Wall Street with a market cap just below 100 billion. So that puts it near a few of the companies that close above that mark, such as Meta, Alibaba. They did close 10% lower on Friday after its first full day of trading, which usually happens with, IPOs. It's usually like a bit of like a rug pull towards the end. But when I checked, bro, they shot up. I think they opened at like 180 at one point. They were trading at like 360, 370 a share. So yeah, they just like some quick information like what you need to know about Cerebras. I forgot what their ticker is. I believe it's like it's CBRS. Yeah, CBRS. They make a different type of chip than the classic NVIDIA GPU. It's like the size of a dinner plate. Is actually like pretty big, and so they build the largest chips in the semiconductor industry. And so big chips, what you need to know is that they process more information in less time and they deliver results more quickly. And so up until now, NVIDIA, they've been winning the AI chip race because its GPUs serve as kind of like the base of, the general purpose workhorses. They're really good at kind of like parallel math necessary for training large language models. But now we're in a new era, bro. We're past chatbots and people just, typing stuff on the chat GPT and getting answers back. Well, now we're in more of a agentic kind of powered era where agents and AI are working on behalf of us with a set of directions and they go out and do their own thing. So now it's not just training and getting a ton of data. It's about inference, right? So it's about AI being able to understand directions and natural language processing to go out and do stuff on our behalf without us even a touch of fingers. So like extensions like Codex and Claude Cowork and Claude Code, like all these things that just go out and like just do stuff on our desktop when we're away. This is where stuff is heading now, right? So training teaches teaches the AI models to learn from patterns and large amounts of data. Inference uses the AI to make decisions based on new information. So that's kind of like the key difference. But yeah, man, it's a I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna be a crazy. It's like this year,
IPO
this
season.
IPO season. This is might be and like I said, not that we've been around for that long, but this is probably the craziest season of IPO and just companies that are coming out in maybe ever, like in a
Yeah.
very very long time.
Think it might be ever, man, because companies IPOing with these valuations
Bro, it is,
and,
bro.
and I don't know. I gotta say, it's interesting too. You said they make bigger chips. I know everyone was pushing for the smaller chips, right?
Mhm.
So it's interesting to see that they're making chips the size of a dinner plate. And that's what people are looking for because you would think people want compact machinery. You have to think about robotics and where we're going in the future. You want that to take up as little space as possible. And that's why I thought, TSMC was going so big because they keep making smaller chips. And, everyone wants a smaller processing, but increased power. So the fact that they're making bigger ones, it just makes you think like where, the different uses and applications. And I don't know. It's interesting to see that's there.
Nah, no doubt. And just for like everyone else's just kind of like awareness, like what me and Tom's talking about here, as far as like these upcoming IPOs and these crazy companies that are coming out. Just to name a few, SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, is valued at a whopping 1.7 to $2 trillion in valuation. Like that's the largest. There are companies that have been around that have been there are I'm talking about established companies that have been around for a minute and have not, like, I don't Micron isn't even a $1 trillion market cap company yet. Like there are a lot of companies out there that haven't even touched or cracked 1 trillion, and we're talking about IPOing. Um, we're talking about a company that's coming out IPOing at, what I'm saying, at 2 trillion. SpaceX's IPO, that would put it above companies or even in the same kind of, like, it'd be worth more than Broadcom, than Tesla, than Meta, than Saudi Aramco, Samsung, Walmart, Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, SK Hynix, JP Morgan, Micron, AMD, Exxon, Visa, ASML, Johnson& Johnson, Intel, Oracle, MasterCard, Caterpillar, Chevron, Netflix. Like, you hear the companies I'm naming, and these are like very well known, very established companies that have had a history of dominance in their specific sectors. We're talking about a company that's coming out 2 trillion like that. Like this, like, and that's just one company, right? So we're also talking about, we have Databricks is coming out, OpenAI obviously coming out with their crazy IPO valuation, Anthropic, Andrew, Stripe, right? Like there are like this set of companies, like, and just like what, like these set of companies and the technology that they're focusing on in the sectors that they're in. This is just unprecedented in regard to like innovation coming out in one like season all at one time. I've personally never seen anything like this before.